we just want some general comments about Ole Miss. Yeah, we get to play a really talented Ole Miss club this weekend. I think our kids are excited about it. Every one of these SEC games matter, but obviously it's great to have rivalry games as well. I think our kids get excited about it, our coaches get excited about it, and certainly our fans. So hopefully we'll have a nice weather weekend, and we'll have some nice crowds. And I think our kids are in a good place mentally right now, and they're excited about this opportunity.
Dakota was up here saying that last year, he walked off the mound in Oxford, and it was one of the worst losses of the season and of his career. But he said he learned, gained from that experience. What can you learn from an experience like that?
Well, I think, when you look at it, baseball's one of those sports you just keep building your resume. You keep building things, and he went from there and obviously pitched really well in the Cape, pitched really well in the fall, and then you just keep building upon. So there's not any one particular pitch or one particular outing that matters more than the other, especially in our league. There's 30 league games. Every single one of them matters. If we were fortunate enough to beat Ole Miss, they wouldn't let us count them as 2 SEC wins. They would count as 1, just like Georgia, just like Vanderbilt, just like LSU. So the reason why Ole Miss is the most important games we're going to play this year is because it's the next game we're going to play this year. And the minute you stop viewing it that way, the minute you don't stay under control and understand what your task is every single day. So, but I think our kids are in a pretty good place. I think they're in just some pretty good routines, and I think they're excited about this opportunity.
Ole Miss appears to be coming back with an all right-handed rotation, and you've seen these type of rotations before. How much better is this year's offense prepared with the number of switch and left guys that you have to match up with that?
I think we do have, a more experienced crew, and I think with the addition of Nate Lowe, with the addition of guys like Kruger, with the addition of other guys, Humphreys is a better player than he was a year ago. He's worked really hard and kept getting better. Rooker, same way. Robson is a much improved player. He keeps getting better every single day. So, yeah, I think the guys who were around last year are certainly all improved, and I think they've shown that this year.
With Dakota, obviously he's doing some pretty incredible things right now. I think it's 21 2/3 innings he's gone without giving up an earned run and things. When did you, I guess, feel like that he could be that Friday night ace that he is now kind of pretty much solidified himself into being?
I think his third or fourth time out in the Cape, a good friend of mine who's a cross-checker for a major league organization called me up, and he said, "Hey, I just saw your guy pitch, and he throwing this cutter, and I saw this and I saw that." And I think, again, I've mentioned this many times. I think when you're allowed to go off on your own and play against very good competition and have a great experience in the summer, I think you can really find yourself. And I think Dakota's a classic example of that. I think Chris Stratton was very, very similar. I think he came from back from the Cape Cod League, had a great junior year, and really kind of became really independent about his own things that he was doing, and I think there was no question in our minds that he needed to go out and find some things out about himself this summer, and that's exactly what happened.